Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Rise Up, and I have some good news. No, I didn't reach Masters yet, but I will be able to start streaming soon. To our one or two viewers, look out because we'll have the stream link in all of our descriptions when I do set it up. But I got parts to upgrade my computer, so I'll be able to do that without any lag spikes or anything like that. So awesome! It's a really good feeling to finally be able to do that and be able to give you guys commentary of my games as I'm playing it, rather than the system of having to have Phoenix work on them constantly. And that will make him a lot more happy and less stressed out, so all he has to do is grab them off the stream and put them on YouTube. And that'll also help because whatever viewers I got on there, I'll put the description to the YouTube on there. So a lot of good news all around. And I'm just really happy that I'm going to be able to do that. And the thing is the YouTube, mainly the things that I'm going to be focusing on: Guild Wars 2, dabble of Diablo every now and then, Starcraft II, and Halo 4 when it eventually comes out. So 2 games aren't even out yet, and I'm kind of iffy on Diablo. So Starcraft 2 is going to be my primary game for a long time, and probably will remain my primary game. I'll make sure I put a lot of time into it because I want to make it, and I hope I do. So this is going to be a ZVZ. As I said last episode, I am playing random until I get back into Masters, and I haven't decided if I'm going to play random for the entirety of Season 8 or not. The main reason is because I kind of want to learn the races a little more, kind of understand them a little bit better, so when I switch back to my main race, I kind of have not necessarily refined builds, but an idea of where to go with my builds, because I'll know the timings a little better. It'll be more of a natural thought process rather than something that I have to really think about. I kind of want to get it into that mode where I don't have to think about it. I just need to be able to think about my micro. I want to get it to the point where the only thing I have to think about is my micro and small build changes, depending on what I scout and what I need to react to. Followed by that, I also, on top of streaming soon, and don't everyone comment at once to our one or two viewers that we get every video. Don't do it. Hopefully we'll get more views because of the whole streaming thing, and I'll be working on that really hard. Also, I'm really excited. I think it's been said before, but Phoenix and I will be going to PAX again this year, and we'll be doing a lot better videos. And again, we do have a graphics designer that's kind of working on a couple of things for us, so we'll be able to get more higher quality things. Yeah, and Flo should be coming back soon. So yeah, and I think the first big video that we'll see from him again is going to be it's going to be at PAX. He's doing a couple more of the whole WrestleMania things, Pro Wrestling X, PWX. He's doing more of those videos. Again, he's not doing them as much as he used to, but we will see a lot more of those. So I'm really excited. And also, I am looking at synthesizers, so I will be doing music. So hopefully while I stream, I can give you a couple samples of my music, and you guys can take a look at that. And again, any support that we can get from that would be awesome. And eventually we will have a donation page where you can donate to either Flo, myself, or Phoenix at some point. We'll have a donation page for each person. And in the long distant future, we do want to have a website. So we have a lot of things planned. This is something, I guess what you can say is, if this doesn't work out, that's okay with us, because this is going to be our lifetime hobby, I think. we are going to make it. We're kind of determined on the fact we are going to make it. We don't know when, but we are going to make it. Is our whole determination. So however long we have to keep our day jobs is fine by us. But this is our lifetime hobby, so don't expect us to go anywhere anytime soon. So I am making. This is a ZVZ, and ZVZ can be a little botchy. I've been working on a new build, so this replay isn't outdated. It's just that it's about a day or two old, and I've learned a lot in that time period because I have been mass laddering and getting a lot of help from people that are much better than me that I've been practicing with. I did find those practice partners that I've been looking for that are at that higher skill level, and it's kind of helped me figure out things and relearn the things that I used to know. And I shouldn't say that I forgot them. It was more the sense that I overlooked them. So the fact that I'm looking at them again is really cool. Got my next queen out. I should be working on another queen because I guess because of the queen buff, I'm kind of out of the whole metagame loop. People have been opening up with 6 queens. I'm not sure if that's good. I think that's still kind of debatable if that's good. That just seems like a lot of minerals I've been to use elsewhere. When I think 3, 4 queens at max is good. I think maybe 6 queens would be good against a 1/1/1 expand against Terran, and definitely against Protoss. I think that it would be extremely good. But ZVZ, that just baffles me that people use it in ZVZ. Yeah, it's a lot of minerals. Just doesn't make any sense, but I think that might be like that weird kind of metagame thing where, kind of like how people in, shoot, I can't think of a really good example. I know there's a few of them out there. How people were using mass Hellions. I mean, this is before the nerf, but it's still a good example. People were just making Hellions, and they weren't really making anything else. So they're losing to unit-autonomy attacks, and they weren't really winning games that they should win, and they were losing a lot of games they shouldn't win, simply because they just relied on those Hellions so much. And the fact that they left the metagame, as far as I understand now, or left the metagame in mass quantities. It's kind of that awkward transition, and that's what I think the 6 queens are. I think it will calm back down to 4 queens, and I think that's where it should be. I think 4 queens is plenty enough mineral investment. If you do have 6 queens, I think it would be you need to have at least 3 or 4 bases to have 6 queens. It's just silly. I think it really is silly, and I think a couple other high-level players agree with me on that. But yeah, and tonight I was playing with an old teammate of mine, Damaging. He was really good. He played games against really good players, and he's getting back into Starcraft II, so I'm really excited for that because he definitely had the potential to go pro a lot faster than anyone else. I mean, after I met him, it took him a week to go get into Masters. This was in Season 2, and then Season 3, it took him... in Season 3, it took him no time to get into Mid-Masters, and by Season 4, he was High Masters, and he's really High Masters. He hasn't played in a couple of months, 2 months now, and he's still High Masters level, which is just outstanding. It's amazing just the natural talent this guy has, and that's another thing that I wanted to talk to everyone about, is that how can you tell if someone has natural talent and has potential versus someone that doesn't and is going to have to work really hard to be good? Well, first off, I can say there's a cap. There's the amount you can learn without talking to anyone, basically figuring out things on your own. So that's the first way to tell. How good can you get without looking at any pro player? And the best way to really experiment that on your own, stop watching streams, stop watching pro games for 4 to 8 weeks and see where you are, just based off of that. And if you improve any, then that means you still have current potential. Of course, it's not 100% accurate because you already have seen a couple of pro players playing. Right now I just saw the VitaLetum game, so I will be making more queens. So I guess that's another reason why queens are really good, is to defend against this meterless style play, but it's still the same. I think that many queens should be more of a reactive thing still. Also another thing is with that whole potential thing is also how much they can learn based on what other people explain to them. Like if they're a diamond player, they have a lesson with a friend or even a pro player, and they improve by a league or even 2 leagues just based on that. They have a lot of potential. Someone that starts the game in bronze and in a couple of weeks they're diamond, they have potential. If it takes them 4 or 5 months to get into diamond, then typically that means they're going to have to work really hard at it. And again, I'm not going to say it's impossible for people that that don't have this natural talent for video games or even RTSs just RTSs in general. I just have to say that it's I'm getting tired. I'm sorry. I'm starting to lose my mind a little bit. It's definitely something that people need to consider, take into heavy consideration, that how much dedication do you want to take to becoming a pro player, or how much, or I shouldn't just say dedication, but do you really want to have fun with the game, or do you want to overwork yourself? If you have natural talent for the game, have as much fun as possible while still getting better. If you want to be really good at the game and don't have it, you're gonna have less fun, which sucks. Of course, there's a way to still have fun with it while you're getting really good. So, and that's another thing. If you really love StarCraft and where you are right now, I'm just gonna say, really low levels, extremely fun. Really high levels are extremely fun. It's fun to play this game at extremely high level, and just to even just relax and kind of just imagine yourself playing from a third person. It's really unique and cool to be able to say you're that good at something, and that's with anything too. I mean, if you're really good at playing the guitar or things like that, it's nice to make music. I mean, there's nothing being cocky about that at all. It's just taking that recognition, giving yourself the recognition that you're good at something. There's nothing bad with that. I mean, don't flaunt it, and I think that's some of the major problem that a lot of StarCraft players have, is they flaunt their skill. And they shouldn't have to. If they're really that good, they don't need to flaunt their skill. They just need to show it. And a following thing that people need to realize is that these players that are going to work really hard, like, you can have natural talent, but you still have to put work into it. Because if you don't, you're going to have that friend that was in Bronze League, and while you're sitting in Diamond League, he's going to jump up to Masters. Even if he doesn't have any natural talent for the game, he's going to jump up to Masters before you. And that's simply because he's willing to play. He likes playing. And you may like playing, but let's be honest, you're being lazy. And maybe that attunes to more things than just StarCraft. Maybe that's more things to do with your own life and things that you need to fix. And I think video games on a pro sense, in a pro sense, is the same way. Video games in a pro sense is just like a job, and you can have fun with the job and you can hate the job. And I really think that in order to have fun with, in order to get good at StarCraft, reflects a lot of things on how you do in the real life, what you do in the real life. Do you, are you a hard worker, or are you something that's more lax with what you do? So it doesn't matter if you say, I want to be a pro player, I want to play all the time, and you actually do play all the time. But if you're lazy as a worker, and you're trying to take this as a job because you want to be that good at this game, it's going to be the same end result. You're not going to make it simply because you don't have the dedication. You've never given the dedication to anything else in your life. And that's not a put down in any way. That's just sit back, relax, and enjoy what you have before you can enjoy the other things. Because your real life health is much more important than the health of playing this video game or any video game. And once you can do that, you can look at this as a job. So yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time. This is Rise Up and VitaLetum out.